In life, we all encounter critics, doubters, and even outright enemies. People who try to tear us down, disrespect us, or outright hate us. It can be frustrating and painful. But what if I told you that this negativity isn't a sign of your failure, it's a sign of your potential? The best revenge isn't a confrontation. It's not a bitter argument or a sharp response. The best revenge is rising so high that their words and actions become insignificant. It's becoming so successful, so powerful, and so fulfilled that you make their negativity look like the faint noise of a distant echo. Not for their validation, but for your liberation. Today, we're going to uncover how you can take the energy of hate, disrespect, and harm and transform it into the fuel that powers your success. Success isn't just the ultimate revenge, it's the most satisfying and lasting response to adversity. Hate isn't always about you. It's often a reflection of them. When people hate or disrespect you, it's not because of who you are, it's because of who they are. Think about it. When someone tries to bring you down, it's because they see something in you that reminds them of their own shortcomings. Maybe it's your ambition, your confidence, or simply your refusal to stay average. Here's the harsh truth. People hate what they fear, and they criticize what they envy. If someone is trying to tear you down, that means you're already standing above them in some way. But here's the key. Don't let their insecurities become your obstacles. Their words only have power if you give them power. The energy of hate is like fire. It can burn you if you let it, or it can fuel your engine if you know how to use it. Why retaliation weakens you? The first instinct when someone disrespects or harms you is to retaliate, to hit back, to argue, to prove your strength in the moment. But retaliation is often a trap. When you retaliate, you're playing their game. You're stooping to their level. Worse, you're wasting your energy on them instead of investing it in yourself. The Stoics believed in the power of indifference. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Retaliation makes you their equal. Rising above makes you superior. Imagine this. A lion doesn't stop to bark back at every dog that yaps at it. It keeps walking, focused on its goals, knowing it's the king of the jungle. When you retaliate, you lose focus on your purpose. Your energy should be spent building, growing, and achieving, not fighting battles that don't matter. Hate and negativity can feel heavy, but they're also incredibly powerful sources of energy, if you know how to channel them. Here's how. 1. Reframe the hate. Instead of seeing their negativity as an attack, see it as proof of your value. If you weren't doing something remarkable, they wouldn't bother. Each insult becomes a challenge. Each criticism becomes a reminder of why you're working harder, staying more disciplined, and refusing to quit. 2. Use it as motivation. Every time they doubt you, let it drive you to work harder. Every time they insult you, let it remind you of your goals. Their words are the fuel. Your actions are the engine. When someone says you can't, hear it as, "I dare you to prove me wrong." 3. Stay focused on your vision. Haters want to distract you. They want to pull you into their chaos. Don't let them. Keep your eyes on the horizon. The greatest revenge is achieving what they said you couldn't. Success is loud, even when you don't say a word. The most satisfying revenge is letting your actions speak for themselves. Here's the beauty of quiet success. You don't have to argue. Your achievements are your rebuttal. You don't have to prove them wrong. Your growth does it for you. You don't have to confront them. Your success is confrontation enough. And here's the best part. When you reach your goals, their hate becomes irrelevant. The more successful you become, the smaller their words will feel. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The higher you go, the smaller the people at the bottom appear. Eventually, their voices fade into silence, turning pain into purpose. The pain of being disrespected or hated can be overwhelming. But pain is also one of the most powerful motivators. Some of the greatest achievements in history were born from adversity. When someone tries to hurt you, see it as a test of your strength, your resilience, and your determination. The best revenge is turning that pain into purpose. Use it to fuel your creativity, to push you through challenges, to remind you of why you started this journey in the first place. As the Stoics taught, adversity isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. Every insult, every doubt, every hardship is an opportunity to grow stronger. Hate, disrespect, and harm are inevitable. But they don't define you. What defines you is how you respond. You can let their words break you, or you can use them to build yourself into something extraordinary. The best revenge isn't fighting back. It's rising so high that they can no longer reach you. Picture this. You, standing at the peak of your success, looking back at all the negativity you endured. What once felt like a burden now looks like the very ladder you climbed to get there. So the next time someone tries to bring you down, smile. Thank them silently, because they just handed you the fuel to become everything they said you couldn't be. Remember this, a storm can extinguish a weak flame, but it only makes a wildfire stronger. You are that wildfire. Burn bright.